started, and I'm going to let people know, because just in case the stream actually works today, 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 just in case the stre Okay, I heard an echo, so I need to make sure that's not happening. Heard an echo, so I need to make sure that's not happening. Heard an echo, so I need to make sure that's not happening.
Yeah, I hear an echo. Yeah, I hear an echo.
Echo, echo,
Yeah, I hear an
echo,
echo.
echo, echo,
Yeah, I hear an
echo,
echo. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Yeah, I hear an echo.
I'm gonna murder you guys. Yeah, but if I can't get the audio working.
Law for those who do.
Apparently, just me being a Luddite just makes technology hate me. No,
It's a lot. You're using big words.
I was monitoring the stream and the volume was on. That was the problem.
That sounds like a you problem.
It's always a me problem. I don't blame others. It's always my fault.
So you're a programmer and a Luddite. That reminds me of the 90s when I saw a website that was an Amish website and they had a little gif of a horse turning a wheel and said, "Look, we're truly Amish. It's horse-powered." Classic.
Okay, so we have returned. Several of our players have not been able to make it, so we have a stand-in who will meet shortly. Why don't Shadowjack and why don't you introduce yourself?
So Shadowjack is a standard-sized human male. Talks with a little bit of an accent. It kind of flickers around, but he is mostly a face and body changer. But people don't. But none of the other players know that.
And Andrigger, why don't you introduce yourself?
Andrigger is a magically gifted rigger. And apparently the youngest person in the troop. And we now have a Burn who's joined us in chat. Finally.
And we have Kenichi, who can introduce himself while he's logging in.
Yes, Kenichi is a Oni. He is a technomancer. He's a very blue-looking orc with horns, which is what an Oni is. He's from Japan. Question mark as I try and figure out how to use technology.
Unless they're Red Oni, the famous Blue Oni and Red Oni story of Japan.
Yes, indeed. That's not the game I wanted to watch. But yeah, he's a technomancer, although he does not publicly announce that. And that's about it.
What, you don't want to be turned into part of the Matrix? By some giant corp?
No, not really. I think our current mission is solidifying that in his mind.
Yes, considering in your last session you discovered mages on one side of this black site being experimented on and technomancers on this side. And I believe when last we parted, you were getting ready to assault or something the guards at the center of the black site. And we will meet Hammer when he's introduced to you in game. He is a new player who's never played Shadowrun before, but we play D&D with him, so he's going to give it a try for an hour or two.
That is actually not true. I have evidence that Hammer
No.
has played Shadowrun before.
Hammer had played once. He didn't understand what was happening.
Well, that's okay. That's most of us most of the time.
Right?
This is Shadowrun.
Hammer all of the time.
Okay, so you guys can figure out what you're going to do now that there are only 3 of you. Actually, there's 4 if you count the android, which I will move forward. Or not android, drone. Remembering that you had 2 ceiling-mounted SMGs pointed towards the elevator and a room that had at least 3 security guards and what looked like a safe room behind them.
Hey, you gotta take us there.
Oh, yeah, I should probably move you to the map. I can see it. The viewers can see it. The heck with you guys.
I'm
Theater of the
watching
mind for
on your
you.
Twitch stream.
And we should also have an excuse as to why Hammer is locked in a cell. Maybe
He's not locked in a cell.
He just magically appeared. Excellent. We have
Nope.
summoners.
No, you'll figure it out.
So actually, before we assault, Jack wanted to do some stuff.
Okay. You're on the clock because you're gathered around, and I'm sure they notice you on the cameras.
Well, yeah, he's gonna cut across to the other side, right?
Okay.
And go over and just check to make sure the dude is still in this room, right? He's still over there.
Which one? That security guard?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's probably got like a blank zone in the cameras.
No, there's no blank zone.
Well, doesn't Kenichi still have control over the camera feeds?
You have some control of them, yes.
All right, so Jack's gonna take a second to use his cosmetic control, and he's gonna make his basically he'll use that and fashion to attempt to make his uniform appear like the guy down here, and also to change his face into that guy's features.
And yeah, since that guy was sitting down watching TV, he probably had removed his helmet, as guards on break tend to do.
Like, yeah, I don't know why these guards have their helmets on all the time. Helmets are really uncomfortable.
They are hardcore.
No, they're not.
They get paid an extra 10 new yen a day to wear their helmet. Go ahead and give me your rolls.
So the fashion would be the only one I have to roll for. I don't think there's a roll for the actual. I haven't found one that's for the cosmetic control.
Oh yeah, you have wounds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do have wounds.
And that's against the resistance.
Yeah, so 6 die, assuming it's normal clothing.
Yes, and I'm gonna have to do something about some of those.
Would you like to use some edge against that?
I do. I'm gonna use my super edge. Just reroll and 1 extra to reroll all of them.
Have a look at how many successes the resistance is, though. You might want to just try again.
Yeah, that's actually a better idea. I will do that. Drain first.
Yeah, roll your drain.
I haven't played this in a while.
Yeah, it's been a week.
Okay,
I think you're okay on the drain.
Yeah, so let me try this again. So now my outfit looks like absolute trash, but I'm gonna try and make it look like a uniform. 4 is better.
And you've already spent your thing, so add the extra 3 on, because it was totally only spent on this dice pool, not the other one, right?
Nah, it's all right. He can keep it.
And
you may need it. Uh-oh.
I will roll the drain again. Still good. So my face morphs into that guy's. I have vocal control as well, so I can sound just like him, and I will change my uniform into the guard's uniform.
I suppose you're gonna want me to open the door, huh?
I don't know. The door's open.
The one oh, you're not going into the guard room?
Well, yeah, let's go into the guard room. Oh, is the guard room like over here?
Yeah, you were right by the door. It's right there in the corner. You'll
yeah.
probably need Ken to open the door. Hammer, you are currently secured to a chair in that corner where I put you, with plastic handcuffs, basically zip ties.
Does Ken have enough control over local security to open that door, or does he need to do techno things again?
Do your techno things, because you got the cameras, you didn't get the doors.
Alright. He'll go ahead and do techno things.
Yes, you may. Hammer, you can roll. Do you have athletic skill? I believe you do.
Ugh.
It'll be on the left side of the sheet below your attributes. I'm going to open the
fine.
sheet up too.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Control device.
And I will roll object resistance for that. That's probably a 6 as well, yeah?
It's different for resisting things. Object resistance is just against magic.
Well,
It's
I'm not going
fairly-
to look up the rules for breaking things. We'll just pretend it's object resistance. And, okay, so you are making headway in breaking those plastic cuffs. Hopefully soon you'll be able to break through.
That
If
was
only
a
something could shape plastic.
that's a 3 on opening that door.
That is fine.
Oof.
Did you take fade?
I took 1 drain.
Again?
Oh, actually, I had since that stim patch. That's my first stun, so
Yep.
I'm doing fine for now.
He's like, I'm great! Okay,
Don't
so
mind
let
the
me...
fact that I'll pass out in an hour.
We don't have the key icon. I'm not going to find it. I'll just delete the door. There we go. The door is open, and the guards all look towards you. And, is there a role for your impersonation? Do you have acting?
I have con.
Okay, con or acting would be fine. Go ahead and give me that.
Yeah, I will give him a sob story about why I'm here. Rely upon my natural charisma, even though I'm not feeling too well. It's, oh, I got a migraine, guys. Do you got any cram or anything in here? I just need to pick me up.
Cram, you know you're not supposed to talk about using that stuff. The boss doesn't like us using it.
Well, I know, but
Let's see
it's
here.
just so boring, and I get this headache.
I don't have a judge intentions button. Someone should put that on the NPC sheet, shouldn't they?
Yes, but that
Well,
would be
it's willpower and intuition. I was looking at Hammer sheet to find that. So 9 dice. And he rolled 3 hits, and you have 4, so I'm going to say that he's buying it. So this guy in the middle had taken a step back towards the open door at the back of the room. At this point, I'm going to say we need to select our tokens and roll for initiative, and Hammer, you may do so as well. If you click the token, or if you, click the token. If you look on your sheet, just to the right of agility, you'll see initiative. That's the one.
We'll do the Ditto thing where the drone comes straight after me.
Exactly. Weirdly, only 2 of my guards. And we will start with Jack. I'm going to do a surprise test for them when it's their turn.
Oh, a surprise test for them when it's their turn. Oh, crazy. Jack will move in up to here with these guys, and then he's just gonna lay his hand on this guy's shoulder and say like, "Hey, did you catch the Urban Brawl game last night?" And he will use Knockout Blow, Knockout, which is a spell. It's just basically a touch version of Stun Bolt. 4 hits, 1 amp up, so it'd be 5 stun damage on 1 action.
You said how many stun? 5?
5 stun. Yep. 5. He is resisting, or he is. What is it? With it's just willpower plus intuition.
Right. And which one were you doing? The middle guy?
Another guy on the far side. Actually, no. I want to be on this side of him. Best chance of. No, I'm right. I want to be on that side of him.
So what is that? Is that direct? That's direct. That's direct, right?
Yeah, direct combat.
So 1 hit versus your 5.
Yeah, so he just takes 4 drain, and I don't know how that's gonna. He's probably gonna feel that.
Well, if you did knockout blow, which you said you were, right?
Yeah.
So if that
No,
four...
no. It's a spell. It's knockout. It's just a spell.
Oh, I thought you were doing knockout blow. So yeah, knockout's going to do stun damage, correct?
Yeah, it just does stun damage.
Okay, so he takes 4 stun. Did you have any other action?
I'll save the rest of them because I feel like I'm gonna get attacked here soon.
Probably. Okay, this guy needs to do his... what is that? That's a composure test, isn't it? Yeah. That's the... Is the surprise test composure, or is it basically defense? It's defense, isn't it? Yeah, it's defense, and it's got to exceed 3, so he is surprised. All he can do is defend this round.
Oh my god, they got a lot of dice.
Hammer, you broke through your plastic straps, and you hear excited utterances outside the door. This now might be your chance to escape.
So fully unbound, I will get up, walk over here.
They happen to leave your shotgun right there by the door because you had just recently been captured.
Yeah, I'll put that, just in a hand, but not really wielding it. Just like, excuse me, Mancherie, I'm getting a bit of a headache from this noise that you're doing out here. If you could keep it down, I am trying to sleep, or if you have some painkillers. What is going on? Pardon?
Have you never heard of the French? That is not French you are speaking.
I am not French. I do not know what you are talking about.
Like Russian, obviously, yes.
Anyway,
So tell everybody what they see as you enter through that door. Who they see?
they see an orc that looks oddly like a human, according to the picture. Big tusks, big sharp tusks, holding but not wielding a shotgun, who seems to be very confused, visibly so.
And Hammer, for the viewers and anybody that's in the game paying attention to the GM, Hammer had recently been captured, so he's been roughed up a little bit. I'm going to say he has 4 stun damage. So, Hammer, you aren't aware of how the characters work. You have 2 damage tracks. You have the 12 is your health, your physical damage, and the 7 is your stun. If either of those hits 0, you go down. The red number is your edge, which are special points that you can use to enhance attacks or defenses and play with dice rolls. We'll help you out with that when it comes up.
I assume it also determines how sharp I am,
Sure.
physically, in a literal physical sense.
It's literally what kind of... You gain it by having an edge in combat or an edge in a situation.
That's no fun. Anyway,
Why is this key moving?
so yes, Hamal, what is going on? Please keep it down or give me some painkiller.
And this
Otherwise, I have to put this pain onto you.
this guard in the middle is the one that was working you up, trying to get information out of you before.
Is there like a ready action?
Sort of, yes. You can do something like the D&D ready action if you'd like.
I would like to ready an action to assault him if he does not give me painkillers.
If he doesn't give you what?
Painkillers.
Okay, we'll see what happens on his turn.
He'll be surprised, I bet.
Maybe.
So that he won't give me painkillers, therefore.
So the action economy, you've used part of your movement, 3 meters. By the rules, you're only allowed to move up to 10 meters once. I allow it to be broken up because that makes more sense.
No, I'm happy to stay here.
No. I'm just explaining that for the players as well. And you have major and minor actions. Did you name your character Hercule Poirot? Fantastic.
It's Belgium. He's not French.
Someone else did, probably Andriga.
So you have
It wasn't actually me, no.
you have 1 major and 3 minor actions. You used a minor for movement, and other minors can be used for things like dodging and such. But the major is what you're going to use when you attack. You're using 1 minor for the preparation to act. So that is your turn for now?
Yep.
Excellent. It is that guard's turn. He is going to turn and draw his weapon, but we're going to see if he can do more than that. I rolled the wrong thing again, composure. Yes, he is not surprised. He turns and draws his weapon. And, because he can, he levels it at Poirot.
I'm Hammer. Who changed mine?
At Hammer. He levels his Ares Alpha with Smart Gun at Hammer.
So he's not giving me painkiller?
He has not given you a painkiller.
Okay, how do I assault him in a physical sense?
On your character sheet, go to you're on the core tab, so on the right side towards the top, you'll see the Remington Room Sweeper button. And you will click that button.
There's some complication for being point blank, isn't there? Unless you've got a merit, not merit, a quality that counters it, right?
No, he has 9 AR at close range.
Technology phone's going.
That may be a 5e.
That one?
That's right.
So you have rolled 3 glitches. I need to look at him. His DR is 14, your AR is 9. He actually gets an edge from you.
Oh.
He has a bunch of edge. So he's going to roll his defense.
Very good.
Find the button. And roll a 2. Say again?
Is he going to spend edge to Is he going to spend edge to reduce the successes?
He was looking at his defense first. He had 2, so he wants you to re-roll your 3 hits. So, do you see the minus button by your re-rolls? There you go. Perfect. So you have 0 hits, so he has spent 3 edge, but he has not taken any damage. And that had pushed him up there, so, oops.
That's a shame.
And that is your action. He is now going to shoot at you, and you have a DR of, I'm looking at your sheet, core combat info, DR of 16, but his AR is very low at close range, so you get an edge, so increment your red number to 3. And he gets 6 hits on you. So you have 3 edge now. You can have him re-roll 3 of those hits. You can roll your defense and see how that works out first by clicking the defense button in core combat info. Perfect. Wow, see, that works out well. You knocked off all but 1 of his hits. So you need
to re-roll that 1 hit.
Well, see, that won't really help you because he will ties go to the attacker.
Re-roll 2 of his hits?
Yeah, you can do that. Or you can do all 3 if you want to spend all 3 of your edge points.
I would like some. It's good. Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to use your button because it's easier. So he only got 1 out of those 3, so that's 4 total, and you have 5, so you have defeated his attack. You have definitely dodged it using your edge. So you now have 0 edge, and that is his turn. No, it is not his turn, because he has 4 minors to convert. No, he used them to draw his weapon. So that is his turn. Fortunately, there's another guard who was just smacked by Jack. So obviously he's gonna go after the because of course we geek the mage first. He will use one of his majors to draw out his Ares Alpha.
Does he not have to make a surprise test?
He does. I just realized it as you're saying it.
I will have him re-roll 2 of those.
Oh, that's not fair.
I don't want to get hurt.
Oh, darn. So he failed his surprise test. So I'm going to let him draw his weapon, but that's it. So it is now Andrigger's turn.
I'm going to use my one and only combat spell of Blast and try and take out at least 2 of the guards. So I guess I'll go with the more injured one, so further away.
So you're obviously going for Jack and Hammer too, right?
No. Can I do it so that I can avoid them? I mean,
your default radius is 2 meters, so you could put it somewhere out here, and yeah, you can range. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I will amp it up by 1.
Ooh, gonna knock yourself out, literally.
I've taken no damage at all thus far.
Oh, challenge me, why don't you? Go ahead and do your roll. So 5 hits, you took 2 drain, and that is indirect. So 2 hit. He's going to get you to re-roll 3. So if you can, yeah, there we go. So you still have, what is that, 5?
3.
4. You have 4 hits to his 3, so you've got one net.
I have 3 hits, right? 2 plus 1, because you only got me to reroll 3.
Right, but that was out of 4, so you had 1 plus your 2, you have 3 net. So, okay, so you have 0 net.
There's an amp up in there too.
Ah, yeah, that was where the 1 came from, yeah. You have 1 net hit.
So he takes 3 points of stun damage, and I guess that applies to both of them, right?
Ah, yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to have the other one roll his indirect. And he's not going to use edge because he already did this round. So that was 3 net on that one. What's the damage with 3 net?
3 net is 5. Because it's half my magic rounded up plus net hits.
All right, the guy by Jack that Jack whacked and you just hit, he's looking a little unsteady on his feet. The other guy seems pretty solid still.
Cool.
Did you have any more actions, or is it now Major's turn?
I minor to get Major to shoot the more injured one with her
Excellent. So you can act for Major now. For any that are watching and haven't been introduced to Major, Major is a drone that has, what's the modification you're using there, Andrigger?
The realistic features, so that it looks like a human woman. At least if you don't investigate it too closely.
Yeah, from a distance with one eye closed. So you got 3 hits.
Reasonably close. I mean, she's wearing a trench coat. There's nothing suspicious about that.
No, not at all. It's Denver. It's cool. 3 hits, and against defense. Tie goes to the attacker. What's your damage?
It's 4, I believe, isn't it, for the FNM?
Are you using regular ammo, or are you using stick and shock or gel or something else?
Gel.
You'll need to look that up and tell me. I'm unprepared. I don't have the CRB open yet.
It's 4. Base 4, so 4S.
Down
Gel.
goes that guard.
Cool. And I believe she can only do 1 attack, can't she?
She's.
Or does she get minors as well?
I think drones get minors because they act in hot sim all the time.
Would they get 4 minors? So that's... Oh, she's already moved though, hasn't she? So
Yeah.
I guess that's her turn. She will accelerate and then decelerate just so that she only has to move 5 meters.
Right. You mean 1 meter?
You got 2 meters, whatever, yeah. And I guess that's it for end of turn.
Excellent. Kenichi.
All right. Is Kenichi gonna be able to move past Major?
Yeah, there's no rules about that unless it makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, I can have her move there instead since she could move like 5 meters. So.
Actually, where she was at was fine because I wanted to get close to the desk. So.
Sure. I'll leave it as it was then.
We don't metagame. Nope, not at all.
What is this metagaming? There is no metagaming.
No, it's me just telling, say the, go with your previous action. Anyways, Kenichi is going to spend a minor action to, since shit's hitting the fan, he's going to pull out his Ingram Smart Gun loaded with stick and shock. Come in here. That's 2 minors. He's going to take cover.
Behind the
3
desk?
minors.
I'm going to
Behind
say
the desk.
that the take cover from that desk, you're going to get 1 because of angles.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's something. It's something to do because he only has 1 minor action. So this time he's just taking a bunch of minors. And then it's a minor to command a sprite as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to have his machine sprite try and override one of these turrets out here. Probably won't work, but why not?
Excellent. I think I told you in our previous session that they can't point back through the window.
Right,
But
but
having
we're going
control
that way
of
eventually.
yeah, having control of that asset, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So would you like to do the on your sprites matrix rolls sheet. Would you like to roll the what is it, control device?
It's actually just electronics plus level for that versus device rating plus firewall.
Okay.
Let's see. I think that's logic. Great.
You had a +4 boost to your logic, so is that not included? Because I don't see it being included.
That's the sprite.
Yeah, the sprite doesn't have that. Well, you have edge, right? Oh, you can't. Your sprite can't use your edge.
Eh, that's fine. Whatever.
Well, it has device rating of 1, but it's behind the host firewall. So what was that? 8? So 9. Two hits, just enough.
Let's say.
But the sprite doesn't just disappear; it's going to keep trying.
Right. Yeah. That was one task. It has 3 left, and I have more miners. So could I just have it do it again?
Well, you're telling it to do it, so it's going to use its action economy to try and do that until it either succeeds or you tell it something else. So does it have? I don't think they get 2 actions.
No, they don't.
Majors.
I was thinking of action. Gotcha.
Do you have another sprite?
Not another machine sprite. It's a crack
Okay.
sprite. So that's EOT for Cam.
Okie dokie. Jack.
Continue. I will say, hey, yo, what's going on, dude? To the guy next to me. I was like, there's an elevator over there. We're gonna get out of here. You coming with? And I'll reach over and attempt to knock out touch this guy.
And that's with the spell again?
Yeah, and more than likely I'll be knocking myself out. Does the guy next to me look like he's hurt?
He's been beat up. He's got some stun damage. He's got
All right.
bruises and he's a little bruised and battered. Not too bad. He looks like a pretty tough
All
guy.
right. So actually, I'm gonna put one hand on him if he'll let me, and one hand on this guy first because I get 2 actions. I've got got wired or improved reflexes too. I will attempt to heal this big beast next to me.
The one with the red helmet, right?
No, this French-speaking Hercule.
Okay, Hammer. How much essence do you have? That is at the.
Doesn't matter. I got 8 hits.
That's a valid point, except he has 1.5 essence.
Doesn't matter. I got 8 hits. I'm happy.
Yeah, so 5 is the number after the essence hole. He healed you 5 stun damage, Hammer. You are back up to full.
I'm actually 12 out of 11. Overkill.
Oh, I'm gonna knock myself out because I'm gonna have to do 11 drain.
Maybe you should have done that after you nuked the other guy.
No, I want to do this first. So I take 5 more, which I think is gonna knock me out.
Put
Yeah,
you at
that-
0,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
So I want to clarify. You healed him 4 stun and gave yourself 5.
But I healed
Fair
him.
trade.
I healed him.
It's a fair trade, yeah.
I just laid you over gently as you collapsed
Yep,
to the
yep.
floor.
Hopefully, somewhere around here there's a stim patch.
You can still look like a fellow guard, so they're not likely to attack you. So
Well, except he just attacked 2 of them, or 1 of them.
They don't actually know that. I just put my hand on him. And magic
Oh.
isn't visible, right?
Well, there's a perception test, but they probably would have failed that. So this guy's going to shoot at Hammer twice again. No, not again. This is his first try. So one of his actions is drawing his weapon, and then he's going to shoot. 5 hits, so Hammer, hit defense there.
Yeah, suck it!
You did gain another edge, so you have 1 edge now. Which you don't need to use, but you do have it. And that is that guard's turn. Hammer, what would you like to do?
I would like to draw my, I assume, taser. And as I start beating this guy in front of me up, I'm just screaming, I would like to speak to your manager. As I attack with this thing. Do I have the action economy to do that?
Speaking is free as long as you're not doing a whole monologue.
Drawing it with a weapon and attacking with it.
Yeah, you could have we'll say you have a quick draw holster, so you're going to use your Defiant Super Shock.
I'm assuming it's a taser.
It actually can be used as a club, which is to your benefit.
Cool, I beat him over the head with it.
Exactly. And for 6 hits, that's pretty darn good.
Again, I would like to speak to your manager.
What would you do if I told you he is the manager? Would you like to use that edge that you...
Yeah. So I'm re-rolling miss?
Yeah, you have one edge. Do you want him to re-roll one of his?
Yeah, he can re-roll one of his.
There's a greater chance of him failing a re-roll than you getting an extra hit.
Yeah, he can re-roll his thing.
Because you just... Well, actually,
Yeah.
at this point, the tie is gone to you. So
Oh.
you would do 6 stun and give him the zapped condition, but if you make him re-roll, you might have a chance of doing 1 more stun damage. I'm going to tell you right now, he looked pretty beat up. You probably don't need that extra stun damage.
Yeah, if I'm already winning, I thought I needed the re-roll to make him win. No, if I'm winning, just continue beating.
He is
Okay.
down. Oh, actually, I need to soak. So he soaked 0. He's down.
Non-lethal.
Yeah, that was non-lethal because it was stun damage.
X indicates dead.
Well, I have no way to indicate not out unconscious.
You're a sheet programmer.
That's not a sheet thing. That's a status thing. So that was your one action. You can, believe it or not, in Shadowrun, you can attack up to 3 meters away. So you could swing your club at the next guard if you wanted by converting your remaining 4 minor actions into another major.
Sure. That's really stupid that I have such a long reach. Can I step there when I do it?
No, because that would use a minor action.
Okay. Manager!
Jeez. Solid hits.
I can just imagine him throwing the baton at the guy's forehead and catching it as it rebounds off it.
Yeah, he bounced it off. Yeah, that I see that. So the way that works, you had 6 hits, he had 4. So your 2 net hits add to your damage of 6 to do 8 stun that he has to soak. And
Neat.
that's his body trying to absorb that damage without reacting to it. He soaks 2 of them, so he takes 6 stun.
Do I get more edge?
Yes, you do. No, you don't, because the DR is equivalent.
What is their DR out of curiosity?
You haven't attacked them, so you wouldn't know that.
I blasted.
I'm sorry?
And I was just I blasted them, and my AR for my magic is 13s.
Oh, yeah, it's a wash. They have a 14.
Anyway, I think that's me.
That is you. And unconscious guard's going to snore a little bit, maybe drool.
Is he gonna get his manager?
He can't do that because he's unconscious, and the other one's going to do the same. So it is now Andrigger's turn.
Can I place my blast so that I don't hit allies?
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think you can do it without hitting somebody.
Can I make sure I only hit hammer?
Actually, if you put it here-ish, you would get just that guard and probably shatter the window. Is that a
That's
physical
fine.
or mana spell?
It's an indirect. It's basically shaping the air because she's all about shaping
Right, but
material stuff.
is it physical or mana spell?
It's physical.
Yeah, so I'm just deciding if it's going to affect the window. So yeah, you can do that. So go ahead and roll. And I'm going to roll 9 dice for Windows resistance. 3? It doesn't resist. The window's broken. So you rolled 6.
I rolled 4 net successes. That was the drain.
Oh, okay, yeah. I should do something to make drain and fade a different color so it's easier for the GM to differentiate.
So I area affected blasted them. Does he manage to get out of the blast?
So it was 4, you have 2 net.
So that is a total of 4 stun then. 2 plus magic divided by 2 rounded up.
And this guy is down. Nice echo.
Now, can those guns swing it around and now shoot through the glass, or they never could, right?
No, mechanically they aren't set up in a way that they can shoot through the glass. They're in a corner, wedged in a corner, so they have a crossfire on the elevator and the other doors.
So we could technically blast them until they're destroyed, right?
I mean, if you can shoot at them, they can shoot at you.
But I have an AoE that can backfire effectively.
Oh, yeah, in theory, yes. I think Ken wanted to try and take one over, though.
Cool,
Yeah.
I'll leave it to him.
Is Major doing anything?
Is there anything to do? I mean, we've taken them all out, haven't we?
As far as you know, can you see into the back room? Maybe there's more angry hammers. Hammers.
I don't seem to be able to move beyond that door area. I seem to be stuck. I can move 5 meters
are you
without
good now?
having to keep going.
I think it's because the door was cracked open. But you're in now. You can move. You can tell me where you want to go, or if you might be able to move.
Oh, I need to only do 5 meters, so I guess I stop there.
Okay. Well, you can see it's an empty room with a security console against the wall. There's a flashing red light.
Okay.
It's a shame Kai isn't here. Kai could have some fun.
I ready an attack to shoot anything that looks hostile.
You Andrigger or you Major does?
Well, my turn was over, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
it's just
so-
Major.
So Major hasn't been told to do that.
Well, I would have spent my minor action to do that.
Okay. We'll get used to the whole controlling the drone thing. So Ken,
And that's...
Alright. I was, let's see. Okay, 2 edge gives 1 to an outline. Okay. Alright, well... Is it a major action to use a stim patch?
I would say yes because you got to dig it out and everything.
Well, is digging it out included in the major?
Yeah, it's included in.
Alright, I have a minor and a major. So I'll move over here, stim patch, that's Ken's round. The machine sprite is going to attempt to take over that thing again.
What's the rating on the stim pad?
6.
So that should give him 6 stun, I believe.
Yes.
So Jack, you're back up with 6.
And you can take a nap in an hour with me as well. Alright.
Assuming you're out of here in time. So yeah, go ahead. What did I roll on that thing for resistance? 8 dice last time?
It was 9. Holy crap! Device rating plus firewall.
Yeah, but I don't have a firewall on it. I was using what I remembered. I think it was 9 dice. Oh, I was trying to roll for hammer. I don't want to roll for hammer. I want to roll for something else. Ceiling mounted SMG. There we go. 4. So you have 1 net. Without digging into the book to see what that does, I'm going to say you're successful. Your sprite now controls that SMG.
Right, it can substitute its level 3 for the pilot rating of the thing.
Which the
shooting
pilot
stuff.
was 1.
Okay. Cool. Well, that's currently what it is doing because I was just told it to take it over. That was all.
Yeah, you did see the sheet pop up, right?
I did, yes.
Okay, so you can roll off of that sheet.
I didn't give it any other instructions to take it over because I wasn't
that's
sure what
fine.
to do with it. So that's
When you roll on the sheet, just temporarily change the pilot rating to your sprite's rating just to give you the extra dice, or you can turn on modifiers either way. Probably modifiers is easier, so I don't have to mess with the sheet.
if you want me to roll from it, I'll need control.
Oh, okay. I thought you could do it.
Jack's gonna stand up. He's gonna point down the hallway. He's like, I think there were more guards in the wing down that way.
Oh, yes, there were.
I mean, that glass shattering probably would have made quite a noise. I was out for it though.
You don't know that's happening, but yeah. I don't feel like putting them on the GM layer for 2 seconds. Wow, they all rolled the same. It's about to get painful. Anything else, Jack?
Nope, that's it. How'd they all roll the same thing?
I don't know. It was a 12, a 15, a 14, and 3 16s.
There's a lot of people in that initiative tracker.
And he's gonna sprint.
Oh, sorry, it was my turn. That's...
Yeah, did you want to do more?
Yeah, I was gonna head out and intercept.
Okay,
tell
well,
them.
do that and I'll react accordingly.
So Jack still looks like the guard, so he's gonna walk out this way.
You're gonna use, oh, yeah, I'll open the door for you.
Yeah.
There you go, no door.
And he's gonna come out here and he's gonna yell down the hallway. He's like, "There was an explosion in the control room. Come quick, guys are down."
That's what you're doing?
Yeah.
I'm sure they understand exactly what you're saying, but to clarify for the GM, what are you implying is the control room?
This place here.
Okay, that's what I thought you were saying, but... okay, yeah, that guy's, he's going to grab his gun, and he's going to sprint, and he already rolled 17, so he's going to come this far, because you're in the way. What's going on?
I don't know what happened. It just kind of blew up.
And he's going to carry on forward. And he drew his weapon and sprinted, so that's it. This guy is going to do the same. And stack up on you. And draw his weapon, so they're armed and ready. This guy is going to come to here. And again, he only has minors left. That's a negative, Hammer. But they look like Shadowrunners, and you're a Shadowrunner too. Basically, Shadowrunners are criminals for hire or mercenaries for hire.
Well, everyone except Jack, who looks like one of the guards.
Yeah, exactly. Except for Jack, who looks like one of the guards, but you saw smack two of them, or one of them.
I saw Jack smack someone. Okay.
Yeah, you saw him. You saw him knock this guy half
I was
out.
about to attack Jack.
It is your turn now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the PCs are obviously not guards. They're not in uniforms. They look like typical Shadowrunners. Whether that's something that you would react to positively or negatively is up to you.
Okay. How far can I move?
Up to 10 meters unless you want to sprint, which takes a major action. And the elevator is directly south of you, and the window is shattered here.
So I can attack up to 3 meters away, yeah?
Yeah, you can attack this guy here
Wow.
without moving. It's kind of nuts. And this guy here too.
That...
So the way I justify it in my brain, I don't know if this is how the authors intend it. I justify it as you're moving around in combat, so you're occupying a larger space. And that's how they say, oh, you can fight up to 10 feet away, 9 feet, whatever.
That's weird.
I mean, and 3 meters is only 9 feet. I mean, that's not a large area.
Yeah, because a normal human has, what, a 3 to 4 foot wingspan or single reach? And then you got a weapon.
Throw wingspan because I don't have wings. I don't know about you, Charles.
All right, smartass.
I'm gonna beat the guard next to Andriga, saying that I want to speak to the manager.
All right, and you're going to do the same thing as last time? Oh, he's definitely going to defend against that. Yes, he is. You didn't get an edge from that. You do still have an edge, I believe, yeah. But you can't really do anything with it. You can attack again.
Yeah.
And obviously he's going to do the same thing. Yep. These guys are not your typical beat cop, by the way, if you guys haven't figured that out. End of turn, so another guard's turn. No, that guy's dead. Oh, that's fewer people on the tracker. This guy drew a weapon, and it looks like they have drawn out a stun baton, and they are looking at Andrigger, but that is their action. This guy is waking up. Next. Andrigger, you have 2 guards beside you.
There's no attack of opportunity, is there, if memory serves?
No, the only thing is intercept, which it's like, yeah. In this case, you probably don't have to worry about it.
I move a safe distance away, and I will blast the 2 guards that are not near my allies.
Aw. Running and hiding behind Major and the new guy. Oh, that was a nice roll, plus an amp up. And we are indirect with this.
Yeah, it's indirect, and unfortunately I am now wounded with stun damage. Every time I amp up, I get wounded.
That'll teach you. You're your own worst enemy. I don't need to kill you. You're going to kill yourself. So you have 3 net on the first one.
So that's 5 stun.
And 1 net on the other one.
So that's 3 stun.
So 4 stun and 3 stun.
5 stun and 3 stun, yes.
Huh?
It was
No,
5 and 3 was...
there was soak. Do they not get to soak indirect?
Oh yes they do. So, yeah.
Now I forgot my number. It was 1 and 3, right?
It's 4 and 3.
4 and 3, okay. Excellent. Do you have any commands for Endriger? Or for Major?
Shoot them!
Shoot them all! I'm sure you didn't say that. 4 hits versus...
Whichever looks
3.
more injured. Alright, so 1 net means it does 5 stun on the more injured looking one.
And what did you say your AR is with that weapon?
It's an FNP thing, so at that distance I believe it's an 11.
Okay, it's a wash, but you didn't give them any edge. And you said how much is it? 5?
Yeah, 4 plus the net of 1, which is 5, I believe.
Minus 2, so 3. Unless you wanted to use some edge. Oh, you can't use edge.
Not on her, no. And end of turn as I try and find my stun tracker again and put more to it.
Alright. Guard. This one is also doing things. Ken.
Oh boy. Well, Jack's out there doing face things, so he might be okay. Which of these 2 looks more injured?
The top one.
Yeah.
It is a major action to summon a sprite.
It is.
To compile a sprite.
Insinuate. Do what?
I was correcting myself. You don't summon them, you compile them.
Right. Heck. Oh. Great, my mouse died. Good thing I have it back. Anyways, Ken is going to just shoot at the injured one to start with.
Okay, what is your AR?
My AR at this range... We're close, yeah, it's 16.
Okay, it's a wash.
Alright. Eh?
Not terrible. Ty goes the attacker. He's going to have you re-roll 3 hits.
Okay. Can I get him to reroll 3 hits?
You can. I'm going to use your re-roll button. Oh, no, I'm not. Right. 1. Tie still goes to the attacker.
three stun damage for my stick and shock. Hang on, is that right? Double check that.
Stick and shock should subtract.
Yeah, it's 1 less than base damage.
So it would be 2, but it would be 2
it'd be
stun.
2.
Which unfortunately is just shy of what you needed.
But he
I mean,
does
it
have
still
the
also
zap
gets the
condition.
soak.
Oh, you know what? I'm treating them as if they have 2 stun, 2 condition monitors. That is incorrect.
I don't think we've been doing anything other than stun.
Yeah, but I was looking at their matrix condition monitor, not their combined. Their combined is a little higher, but either way, I have realized my mistake.
He also can soak, but let's see.
Yes, he can. He will. All of it. See, 0. That means he takes 0, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I've already done the damage.
Minor action, I can tell my machine sprite that's currently in charge of that turret to basically use it to protect us.
It's going to give you a prompt back. Query: is other turret us?
Okay, if I could have a conversation with it.
You can't, but it's a program. It wants more information.
I'm going to. Okay, how about this? I'll tell it to shoot guards that it gets line of sight on.
Okay.
Is that a bit better?
I have a.
So Jack, shoot Jack basically.
That's a valid point. No, one assumes, at least I do, because I'm on your side. One assumes that you have tagged each of your friendlies, except Hammer, as friendly for your sprite.
Yes. Yeah, it's looking at Jack's matrix icon.
So what I was prompting is you're not going to have it attack the other SMG, because you're going to take that one over too, right?
That's the plan, hopefully.
All right.
If I get a moment.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Guard is going to see that people inside are shooting and swinging, and he's going to come over here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'm behind the wall, right?
Yeah, you're behind a wall. He's decided between the Oni, which is not small, right?
I think you skipped Jack.
I did. How did I skip Jack?
I don't know.
Well, it's Jack's turn.
Alright.
Oh god, now Hammer is Kevin.
I'm gonna look at this guy. I'm gonna point him and I'm gonna say, hey, when that explosion went off, I lost my baton. Give me yours.
That's going to be a con. And I'm giving him an edge because it's a combat situation. He's leery. So go ahead and roll your con. For, what is that? What is, intentions?
Judge intentions is
Willpower, intuition.
willpower, intuition. Yeah. This is Coyote. Coyote's my mental spirit. Actually, Coyote attribute. That doesn't matter in here. I do have attribute mastery, charisma, so I would gain temporary edge.
That's fine. I assume you're going to use it when it comes time.
Probably.
Okay, so you're going to re-roll one of your misses since you don't need to, but what are you going to do with that edge point?
I will just have him re-roll his hit.
Just
I want him
because.
completely stupefied. I want him to not know what's going on.
He is completely stupefied, and he hands you his stun baton.
All right, thank you. And as he comes to hand it to me, what would that have been? Would that have been a major action to convince him to hand me that?
Yes, but you still have a second, right?
Yes, I still have a second. So as he's handing it to me, I'm just gonna kind of take his hand and shake it, and then I will do a knockout blow or knockout spell.
Poor bastard.
I'm not a nice guy. Oh, 7 hits with 1 amp up. This might knock me out though.
That's gonna hurt. So 5. Woof.
Oh, I got my drain too.
So he takes 5. Is there anything more to that?
No, he takes 8. Oh yeah, he takes 5. No, and I'll be like, watch out, you idiot! You just shocked yourself.
And they can soak that, right?
No, not direct.
No.
Oh,
there's
it says
no-
is not. So 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so he can't soak. So he takes 5.
And I will just yell at him like, watch out, you idiot! You just shocked yourself.
Fantastic. This guy doesn't know which way is up.
This is obviously the new guy.
I mean, he was just on break, so you don't know what he's been doing on break. Hammer, what would you like to do?
I would like to pull out my rune sweeper and sweep the room.
I don't know what firing mode's that. Surely a room sweeper is room sweeper have more than SA?
I don't know.
I thought it was a broom, honestly.
It's a shotgun.
I know, it was a joke. It was a joke, Charles.
I know, but I
mean-
like playing dumb with your jokes.
He's from Australia. They know what shotguns are. That's the only gun they're allowed to have.
Where are those shotguns?
Your farmers do.
I'm not a farmer.
All they have is semi-auto or single shot, so yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's dumb.
I'm gonna push this guy out of the room then. By sweeping him.
Are you gonna shoot that guy then?
Yeah. I think I missed. How does a shotgun at point blank range miss?
They swept the barrel aside with their hand. And it doesn't miss until he rolls higher with his defense. Yeah, so you have an edge still, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Would you like him to re-roll one of those hits?
Yep.
Okay, so Ty goes the attacker, and I'm not gonna burn you with the edge.
Only with the edge, what do you mean?
He has edge he could have used against you, but he's not going to this time.
Ah.
So you have done 6 stun, and he's going to try and soak that. So he takes 5 stun. And you have another major action, unless you want to take some minors.
Oh, I have another major?
Yeah, you get 2. Well, you have a major and 4 minors, which you can convert to a major if you don't use them.
I think, didn't I use a minor to pull out the room sweeper, or did I already have it out?
No, you already had it in your hand when you came out, so I'm assuming you just kept it in your hand.
Cool, I shoot him again!
All right, roll some dice. Ty goes to the attacker. He wants to survive to do something, so he's going to have you re-roll 2. So he does not take any damage that time because the hits are in his favor. Excellent. And that's pretty much your turn because you can't do anything else.
Okay.
That guy is going to... Can't remember. He had a gun out. He's going to shoot Hammer. Someone's going to hit Hammer, darn it. Not that I have anything against Hammer, but Hammer needs to go down. Roll your defense, Hammer.
You can't kill me. I am a hammer. And it's hammer time.
And you do get an edge.
I'm gonna use the edge to make him no, Ty's gonna do attack. No, I just get hit.
He's just going to take it. So that is 1 net plus 5, so 6. So click your soak button and see how many of those 6 you take. So you take 4 physical.
Is that green or blue?
That is the green.
He's going lethal. That's rude.
He is. You've knocked several of his people down.
But we haven't killed any of them.
True, but he doesn't know that. They're down.
I'm gonna
Yes.
yell out at him. They're not dead, you asshole.
All right. Well, he's not going to take the time to reload right now. He's going to shoot at you again. Defend against 7 hits.
Oh
But
yeah.
you do get a second edge. So you're looking down the barrel of 7 physical, unless
Wait.
you want to spend some edge.
I was gonna say
4 physical. You can re-roll on your defense.
Not.
He rolled 5 on his defense. not 3.
Right, but 5p plus 2 is 7.
True. And then you roll 3, yeah.
Right. Excellent. So that guard's done. This guard is figuring something's going on. He's scrambling to draw his weapon. He doesn't have a stun baton. He's going to pull out his Ares Alpha and shoot at Jack. 3 hits.
Why do you shoot at me? He's the
You just
idiot.
bonked
Why-
him with his own stun baton.
Why, he was the idiot that freaking handed it the wrong way. You shouldn't hold on to the electric prod part. Let me find my. So my DR is 9.
Well, his AR is 2, so you got an edge.
Yes.
And you avoided the
Reroll
shot.
1. Or
What's
no,
that?
I gained an edge. I gained an edge. I'll keep it.
Yeah, you gained an edge and you avoided the shot. So that is that guy's turn. Ken, give me a matrix perception roll while I'm deciding what this guard's going to do.
Alrighty. Also, I was going to ask you, but and since you're
Yeah, go ahead.
talking to me, do I see any other guards coming on the cameras on this level?
On this level, no, because the cameras that you have are only in the hallways.
Okay. I apologize for my rolls being a little slower. I'm using a touchpad at this point to
Oh,
get
God.
outside.
Yeah, when do you need to leave?
Probably about 1 hour.
So after we lose Hammer.
Yes.
So you, with your 1 hit, you do detect in the systems that you're in that there is an alarm.
Alright. I'll convey that information on my turn.
And this one's going to shoot at... I can't remember. Did he use a stun baton? He did not. He's going to shoot his Ares Alpha at Ken. Ooh, soak,
hang on.
Soak.
Well, but first, I'd like him to reroll 2 of those hits.
Okay, that's a good choice. Goody. So now you only have to soak against 8p.
Yay!
At least you won't outright die.
Oof.
Nice knowing y'all.
You didn't outright die though, right? That didn't go to overflow, or did it?
No, he's not dead.
I'm not.
He's still up, barely.
Okay.
And this guy's
We're
gonna
such a migraine at the end of this.
this guy's gonna back off to get better range, so he can't be smacked by the crazy one with the club. And I think you have a
Turret.
turret that may have noticed that at some point. This guy has a stun baton, and he's gonna go up and attack Hammer. Not a Colt Manhunter, a stun baton. There we go. 5. Hammer, that's you.
Oh, what? Sorry.
You need to defend. He just attacked you with a stun baton for 5.
That's rude.
It really is.
He can reroll 2 of those.
Okay. He can reroll 2 of them successfully.
Wow. 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 What an absolute rude person.
I know, right? So
Sorry,
that
Cameron?
is 6 stun that you're soaking. So you take
5.
5 stun. That's the blue track.
Yeah.
And he moved, so he does not get any more attacks. And this guy is still doing things. Andrew!
So, just to confirm, I can spend my major action to jump into major, and that will give me, if I hot sim it, that'll give me 5 minor actions left, which can then be converted to a major action, right?
Major
So I
gets a
can take-
major.
So major will get a major as I mean her. Do I need to like sit down with a minor action or something?
I mean, if you don't mind collapsing, you're not going to take damage from it.
All right, I'll spend that minor action sitting down and then do the jumping in. So I have. No
I'm
minor
not
actions.
gonna charge you a minor to sit down.
Cool. So I'll go into major, and then I think there's burst fire. Lets me do 2 attacks in one, doesn't it? I was just trying to reread on that.
That is if you have burst wide. So you do have burst fire mode on that weapon?
It's one of the options. Do I need to spend a minor action to switch it to burst mode or something? I think.
It's got smart gun, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure
It does,
Praetor
yeah,
does.
it's
Yeah,
smart
so
gun.
that's. I don't know the rules. I'm not going to look it up. I'm not going to charge you a minor action to do that.
Cool. I will attempt. So burst fire, I think, is the equivalent of doing an essay on 2 of them, right?
So you have burst narrow, which is basically 2 essays on one guy, or you have burst wide, where it's you split your pool and it's on 2 different guys.
Cool. That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's the extra. I do that without having to spend a minor action on extra attack.
Correct. So you're doing burst wide.
burst wide, so I can get both of them. Yeah.
So
I suppose. I mean, the guy immediately in front, is looking pretty healthy, isn't he? He probably would take 2 hits to go down, would he?
he would definitely take 2 hits, I'm sure. The guy in the back here, physical he's looking perforated.
Physical or stun wide?
Physical. He's bleeding profusely.
Okay, I wasn't paying enough attention to her. Goddamn, that's right. So he doesn't look like he's terribly stunned, though.
No.
I might as well do the narrow. If I do narrow.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Yeah, it's all stun damage. So you guys haven't been doing physical. I'm getting confused on the tracks again. Yeah, it's all stun damage. He's just beat to a pulp.
Cool. In that case, I will do the burst fire option, so I can do 1 on each. So I have to split my dice pool on that then.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the drone sheet does not have that functionality that the character sheet now does.
That's okay. It's off my character sheet anyway. Because I'm jumped in, so it's using my stats, right?
Yeah, and you have the weapon on your core.
I should have, yeah. But I'm halving my dice pool. I'm not sure how I.
So I'll tell you how to do it. I want to open your sheet just to make sure it's set up the way I expect. So on the sheet, you're on the core tab. Major's SMG. You go to you haven't set it up, so we got to go back to the arms and edit it and edit in /.
Broke up there, but it's /BW.
Yeah, I'm doing it. That's why I let go of the key. So now on you see on the primary weapon, you should have burst fire wide as an option, where it says and choose your ammo type. I think you were using gel, right? So that modifies your ARs and everything properly. So now you just fire your weapon like you normally would, and just tell me which guy is shot 1 and which guy is shot 2.
Which I'm assuming because of the injury, I will lose a die on that. So whichever one has the higher one.
I don't think you will, because it's the android doing it, isn't it?
No, I'm jumped in.
Oh, okay, yeah. So turn modifiers and just -1.
Cool. So it rounds it down, or
so no. So here's how it does it, just to help you, because you have to make the choice. It splits the pool. The first attack gets any extra die if it's an odd number of dice.
The injured one will get the greater dice pool then.
Okay, so you want the guy in the back to get attack 1. Okay. So click that weapon and let's see the d6s roll.
And no wild dice, I assume, right?
No, unless you have wild dice for some reason. Okay, so attack 1 got 3 hits. So this guy needs to defend.
Oh, I didn't. Do I have to activate my wound tab or something? Because it gave me 9 dice on both.
You normally would have 18.
Yes, I would normally have 18, but I'm assuming wound takes me down 1, right?
It does. Let's see what your last die was. The last die rolled was a 2, so you don't lose anything. But yeah, normally you need to have the modifier.
Alright, I've clicked it on that.
Because you would have been 9 dice on the first one and 8 on the second one, and I just took the last die from the second one, which was a 2.
The 2, yeah.
So yeah, so your tie goes to the attacker. You would have given him an edge. and he doesn't want to die. So he's going to have you re-roll 3 attacks. So you'll do your re-roll of 3 like you normally would. Oh, bummer. Okay, so now we'll deal with the other guy who had 4 hits.
He probably has some wounds too.
Oh, yeah, he does. But defense, does it get wounds? Yeah, it does. 9 divided by 2 is 4. So, let's see, his...
Oh, it might be close.
He would have lost 1 hit. It's still a wash unless Andrew wants to use an edge to reroll your hit.
I get my logic-based edge, so yeah, I'll get him to reroll.
So you're gonna make
I
him
use it to
reroll
lose it.
how many?
Well, I only get the 1 from the analytical mind, right? Because it's a logic-based
Correct.
attack.
I didn't know if you wanted to use any other edge that you may have.
I only have 1, so would it?
How badly do you want this guy to go down? Right now, he's got you by 1.
All right, I'll spend my 1 and only real edge then.
He got 1 out of the 2, so you got a tie. So he takes 4S that he needs to soak, and he soaks 1, so he takes 3. He's down.
Huzzah! And I'm out of edge because I'm not an edge lord.
And
But
the other,
anyway, end of turn.
the second guy completely dodged with a 6. That's the downside of burst wide is you're splitting your pool. And guard, yeah, they're slow to get their gear on, unfortunately for them. Ken.
Ken is dying. Alright. He no longer wants to be in this room. So he's going to hop in here. And... Control device. If I control device on this... I'm not actually using dice pools or anything, I'm just overriding the autopilot to change targeting, right?
Well, you already have that one. That's the one your sprite is in.
Okay, I guess we never clarified.
You don't have to see them, you have to perceive them, and you can perceive them in the Matrix.
Right. No, I know that. I'm just saying it does irrelevant. So the control device, though, is just me overriding the pilot.
All you're doing is, like with the turret, for example, control device, each use of it happens for that round. You could say, you know, point at the wall or something like that.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Against an active hostile, it's not your best option.
Okay.
You do
Well,
have data spike, I believe.
I do.
So you have cyber combat options. You have you could summon another sprite and with 1 miner send it after it because you should have 2 miners, right?
Yeah, I only have 1 miner, but the summoning another sprite is actually the best option.
Yeah, if you did another machine sprite, you could send it after that other SMG.
Indeed. That's what I'll attempt to do, and it won't work because of my wounds.
Oh yeah, the wounds are gonna hurt.
So let's
And there's
try
a chance of taking fade.
Well, I'm not doing so bad on the stun level, but the
Oh, that's good.
wounds are going to be a problem.
Oh, you're only -2.
So do something easy.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said, then do something easy.
So you're doing a level 2 machine sprite with 3 hits, and I'm going to click the shiny red button, and it gets 1. So resist your 1 hit of fade. And you now have a machine sprite with 2 tasks. And you normally have 1 major, 2 minors, right?
I have 1 major, 1 minor, I believe, because
No,
I only
you
have.
can't have less than 1. You have to have 2 if you have 1 dice of initiative.
Okay.
So you moved, that was 1. So you do have a minor if you want to order that sprite to do something.
Right. Okay, then that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to tell it to take over that thing. Where's my sprite tab? Damn it.
And I believe I was doing a 9 for them.
Which I'll just. No, I can roll it really quick. From here. logic. Do I get modifiers? No.
No wound modifiers for the sprite.
Well, hang on a second. That's only 3 hits, but it doesn't matter.
I think it just needs 1 to control the device.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell it to take over, and same thing, start targeting stuff. So that's Ken's turn, and then immediately the sprites go.
Yes.
Correct. And they can open up on
Well,
that
the
guard.
sprite's turn was taking over the turret. The other
Okay, but-
sprite can go. So you want to shoot at the guard?
Uh-huh.
So it has a Colt Cobra TZ. It has a dice pool of 12. That's nasty. Oh no!
Nice!
So he's soaking 7 P. Oh no! As he goes down, Hammer would have probably noticed the very surprised look on his face.
Oh god. Well...
That is our first Op 4 fatality, I believe.
Well, things got kind of messy. That's it for Ken.
Jack's gonna be like, "You idiot! What are you shooting me for? You're the one that broke the darn baton," and I'm gonna try and knock him out again.
So wait, you took his baton and you're not even using it against him?
No, I'm not. I'm not skilled at those.
You're just using it as the confusion part.
Yeah, it's misdirection.
That's what I was looking for.
What?
misdirect.
So basically, what they're gonna see on the camera is this guy handed me his stun baton, shocked himself, and jerked back, drew his weapon, shot me, and I'm gonna like slap him across the face and knock him out.
Excellent. I was just told that we have baby bunnies. Apparently, we're now baby bunny parents.
Congratulations.
So 5 hits with a 1 amp up.
That would be 6 that he needs to defend against, and he is doing a direct combat defense.
Yep, that's all he gets. He only takes 2.
Yeah, 'cause there's
I've
no
got an
extra.
edge on that. I will have him reroll 2.
No, I had already done the 2. So he still takes 2. Ah.
Jerk. Okay.
Do you have another action?
Oh yeah, I do. I will do it again. And I will slap you again!
I shall hit you a second time.
8? Oof. Oh no. And no, does he have any edge? He wants you to re-roll all of those. 6.
Oh!
He wants you to re-roll 6 because he doesn't want to die. You re-rolled 17, that's not right.
I didn't reroll yet.
That was
my
his drain.
spell drain.
Oh, that was your drain, okay. Oh no, so you're downing yourself again.
Yeah, because it was 6, this 3. I'll save my edge for the. Make him roll 6. Ouch. Yeah, I got 0. Oof.
That makes him happy. He gets to survive.
That's unfortunate because I might not. And then I'll use my 3 to reroll 3 drain just because I don't want to go down again. So
You would have gotten an edge also from the AR/DR calculation, I think. What's your magic
I'd
AR?
already gained 2 for
Oh,
the
okay.
round. Well, I gained 2 temporary for the round. I don't know how that works.
Well, I think you just nullified your drain, right?
I still take 2.
Oh, from the amp up.
Yep. So I'm into the next. Now I'm at a -1 again.
Hammer.
The amp up drain is included in the cost, isn't it?
Let me.
It is an Andriga's thing.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't take
okay,
drain.
so it was a 4. Yeah, I didn't take drain. And I didn't need to roll on my edge. That's
Man,
cool.
the
Yeah, I
person
didn't
that
take
made that character sheet sure is smart.
Indeed.
Ow, I think I hurt my shoulder.
I just don't think I don't expect it.
Yeah. Death, or hammer.
Let's see, no movement. Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, you've got one guy standing next to you, and the guy you're not sure if he's a guard or not in the hallway.
I really want to
The
shoot
guy that
Jack.
healed you.
I
You're
really
not
want
sure
to
it's
shoot
guard or
Jack,
not.
but I won't. I'm gonna shoot. Who's the guy who did lethal damage to me?
I think he's down. This guy hit you with a stun baton.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Excellent. Roll that beautiful shotgun footage. That's probably not going to get it. You know what? I should probably turn on his wound modifiers, though. Did it do it? It didn't. How many wounds does he have?
No,
Oh, he has none. He has no wounds. That's why. So, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face again.
All right.
There we go.
That was a little bit better. That was a lot worse. He wants to survive, so he's going to use... Reroll all 5 hits.
We roll all 5 hit.
These guys are not easy mooks. They are, the other players will understand, they are professional rating 6.
Well, I shot him in the face though.
You shot him in the face, but he somehow caused you to not actually penetrate his face shield. That's why he's always wearing his helmet.
I thought ties were in my favor.
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
6.
I shot him in the face.
Yeah, I was looking at... There's so many numbers on my screen. I was looking at other numbers because I didn't want my poor mook to die.
And you just said he wasn't a mook.
He is a mook. He's just not a normal weak mook. 6. So he's going to take 4.
And can I use a free action to taunt him?
Sure. Does his mother smell like a hamster?
What?
Is his mother a hamster?
And his
And
father
his father
smelled
smelled of elderberries.
And I'm going to roll his intuition to see if he even understands that reference. Nope. Yep, he does.
Oh, cool. So now he must go after me with everything, right?
Sure. That is your turn?
Yeah.
I have so many dead guards in my tracker.
Maybe you should
Go
get rid
away, I shall taunt you a second time.
Ah, this one's not down. He's going to...
reach over and hit someone who's not Jack.
No, he's going to run back or walk back here, shoot at Jack once, and obviously kill him in one shot. 4? What's your DR?
9.
It's a wash then, because he's not at close range anymore. So, defend that 4. You defended, and he's going to take another step into this room here.
I noticed this. My magic AR is wrong. Is there a way on the sheet I can tell it I'm a shamanic mage?
Yes, under the magic all the way at the bottom, meta. And that will fix your AR.
Oh my god, why are you
Oh,
meta?
okay.
This guard doesn't get to do anything because he was shot by his own turrets. Ah! Hammer! You're going to get shot.
Oh yeah?
Not by
You wanna
yourself.
shoot me? You think you can get me?
He's going to swing at you twice with his stun baton. 2? You're going to roll 0. You're going to roll 1. What is your DR?
I don't know.
I think it's 16. You get an edge for that.
Okay.
So you do have 1 edge. Best you could do is tie.
I'll save it for the next one.
Okay, so you're going to soak against 6 stun right now. So you take 5 stun. Not looking great for you.
Nope, I set it to 5 instead.
And he's going to try and hit you with the stun baton again. Oh, that's a fantastic hit. And
Yeah!
no, he's not going to succeed. And you get another edge. So, that is his turn. I think this last one is... I'm just taking these guys out. I think I've done enough. Endrigger. I guess I should say Major.
I'm going to try and double shoot, so convert minus to a major and take 2 shots.
Excellent. I'm not rushing the combat, right? The pace I'm setting is good?
No, no.
Not at all.
I can't actually see any of the bad guys because I was reading through the text, just trying to double check some rulings. Did I assume one of them go off in each direction? Because I assume one ran away from...
There's
so I
only
heard that.
one left on the board. So just roll your attack.
Can you get Major through the door? The door's stopping me from getting through.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I mean, I like Shadowrun because there is a lot of room for the GM to play loosely with the rules. Especially in Homebrew, because it's my game now, damn it.
I should my storm go that way, right?
There's one right here.
Yeah, there's one right there in front of Hammer. And Hammer looks like he's barely on his feet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't notice that one. I just saw a whole bunch of dead guards and assumed they're all dead.
Yeah, nope.
So
they're still
I
on.
retract that if I could have seen them.
Yeah, you could have shot that one through the door. I thought you were just trying to see him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll try and double tap him.
There you go. I'll put you back in your spot, and you've rolled. Wow, that is a hell of a roll. That is greater than. No, that's right at 50%. That's really good. But he's going to defend because he's a dodging mofo. Nope. So he's got to deal with 3 plus 4, 7 soak. Soak them all. Nope. 5. Is that enough? He's still up. Holy crap! Alright, the drone cheats.
Hey, I'm just rolling well for a change.
Jeez, this guard really wants to die. Wants to live, I mean. What is this soak dice
I'll
roll?
get
It's
him.
terrible.
I'll spend one of my edges from being an analytical mind using my logic-based shot and get him to reroll 1.
So he's going to reroll one of those soak. Alright, so he has 1 soaked. You had 9. Minus 7 is 2. Minus 1 is 1. Plus 4 is 5. He takes 5 stun. He is down.
Huzzah!
Oh, I like the echo. Somebody was keyed at the right time.
The one that was where I was heading to, he wasn't taken out, right? He moved away from Jack, right?
You don't know.
Okay,
Unless
so I wouldn't have seen
you guys are sharing your visual feeds somehow.
Of course we are.
I don't know if Jack
In that
has
case-
anything like that.
that. In that case, I do move where I moved to. at that point
I
with
think
my
you used all of your action.
I have 5 minors because I'm hot simmed in, so
Oh, okay.
I'll use my remaining minor to move.
Okay. You can move whatever your drone's movement is.
Yeah. It's
Well, it's half of
basically
the
gonna move
acceleration.
Yeah, so 5 meters. So I basically put her back to where she was before you moved. Cool, and end of turn.
At this point, is it safe to assume you guys are going to hunt down the last guy and then go room to room?
Yeah, we're gonna let the people out and.
I was going to say, I need to know 3 things. Are you letting the technomancers out?
Yes.
Are you letting the mages out?
Yes.
Hammer, they have released your friend the mage that you were here to rescue.
Thanks, friends. Thank you for getting me out of prison. I don't know why I was in there. They were just really rude. Are they dead?
No, they are all, actually one is was fatally wounded. The rest are unconscious. I'm assuming that you guys are going to gang up on any guards you find. That's the other question. Are you just knock them unconscious, capture, etc.?
Yeah.
And are you going to harm the staff in any way?
Are they gonna shoot at us?
They will not do anything to you. They will basically hide from you unless you start doing something violent.
I do like violence.
I was wondering about maybe possibly being aggressively persuasive to get one of them to talk, but we could. Yeah.
Well, there is still an alarm going on. I don't know
Yeah,
if
we-
you've told Hammer about this. There may be more hostiles incoming.
Yeah.
Hammer's got his friend. Hammer's gonna leave.
So Hammer's going to grab his buddy and maybe help the other technomancers and mages out?
Yeah.
Play the hero? Okay. So Hammer has left the building.
And it is also my cue to leave.
Yeah, I figured because you said your game is in short bit. I hope you had fun and thanks for sitting in.
Yeah.
Thanks
for
for
having
helping
me.
save our bacon.
You're welcome.
Maybe someone should
done all this without you.
maybe someone should throw their comm code at Hammer as he leaves, like the Technomancer could put it in his comm link.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
I don't know how to use this thing.
That's right, your mage friend can help you because they're great with technology.
Thanks, mage friend named Steve.
All right, Steve the mage friend. All right, so
It's
Hammer has
canon.
left the building.
Bye.
Is Jack leaving the building too?
Aren't we? We let all the people out.
So yeah,
I mean-
are you gonna try and skedaddle and hope that the security response outside is minimal, since it's only been a few seconds, or are you gonna take time to try and intimidate some head doctors or whatever and get information?
Hmm.
At this point, it is a probably a decision that will affect your pay.
Okay. If you guys want to take off, I mean, Jack should probably have no trouble getting out of here because the whole face changing thing.
Yeah.
Or we can stick around.
I
We
feel
only have an
like our
hour
win-
though.
I feel like our window of getting out of here is closing.
Yeah, it's you know that there were at least 10 guards topside.
Kai should have been taking out several of them, though, right? When we started this fight.
Kai is not here. Kai may have fallen asleep in their sniper position.
And something else I
Wake up,
wanted
Kai!
to kind of touch on. We had not done a single AR/DR calculation for any of my knockouts, and with her the shamanic mage, I have a magic AR of 18. Did I get any extra edge during that combat?
It's against their defense, their normal AR or DR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they were all 16.
Okay, so there were 16.
They are PR6.
Oh, okay.
They are heavy duty dudes.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't get any edge on any of those. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
I thought about that, but I thought the 16 would be enough. These guys were, in case anybody cares, Dockwagon HTR.
I recognize them.
Cool. Chose, just as a quick question, the bubbles on my token are correctly tracking with my wounds and edge and whatnot, but the actual bars are not. Any idea why?
The bars, what do you mean?
Well, looking at my token, the bars are still full. So the blue bar is full, and it's still listing me as 1 out of 7 on the edge, even though when you click on it, the bubbles say something appropriate, namely 7 stun and 0 edge.
I show
And
you
the
as
sheet-
10 of 10 physical and 7 of 11 stun. And 0
So
of
it's
7
just on
edge.
my end.
Yeah, it seems
Okay,
to be
so-
a local thing.
So Roll20 is just not updating. Okay, for me.
And I'm using a new feature that I discovered today. You can make it, because the stupid health bubbles always block my status icons, and I can't tell what icons are on things. There's now a flag in the settings that you can make the health bubbles and the name of things disappear when you're not mousing over, which is really nice.
Okay, I mean, the bubbles are updating, it's just the bars not, so I just thought it was a Roll20
Yeah,
or possibly
I
sheet
think it's
thing.
local.
Okay. Well, I can't do anything, but sorry, I thought I'd mention it.
Check. Let me look at your token real quick. Yeah, it's tied to physical and stun, so that's the only thing I could have thought of.
Yeah, no, I mean, the bubbles are saying the right numbers for me, it's just the bars still look full, or at 1 out of 7.
So, are you guys going to manhandle some doctors?
I mean, Jack was hoping to.
I'll stick around and support since now that we've lost Hammer, uh, Major looks like she's the best hitter we got.
Question.
I'm going to remind you that your task was to gather the research data, which you think you've done, and if you could figure out who ran this operation.
As technology.
So, do you think you've achieved those tasks?
I don't
Well-
think we have concrete evidence on who's running this.
Exactly. We just need one of the staff to confirm. Like maybe take an AR or a trio of the staff confessing that they work for whoever.
Okay, so you didn't realize that there seemed to be like managerial offices at the end on either side, right by the big
Well,
testing
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We got to go to the offices closest to experimentation rooms because it's obviously where the.
room. Okay, so it doesn't take you long to figure it out. So if you go to the end where Jack is and north, in that room, I'll open the door. Is Ken gonna open the door?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll. I was just.
Ken will do that.
Okay, so Ken unlocks the door and you can stroll in. And you see, are the others accompanying? Because I just see Jack right now.
I'm moving my tokens, but yes, I'll accompany.
Jack still looks like a guard, so he's gonna walk in and he's like, "Hey, there was an explosion down over there. Who's this guy over here?"
He looks like an assistant.
I mean, he looks like a guard.
Yeah, the token looks like a guard, but he looks like an assistant. Just another researcher. All the researchers look like that blue-headed guard. If you can see the name tag, it says staff.
I'll walk up to this guy and it's like, yeah, you gotta tell me everything you know.
I need you to roll. Ken, do you have me? What echoes do you have?
Echoes. I only have the one for the pan.
Okay, what is your firewall set to right now?
6.
I need Jack to roll 6 plus your willpower.
Plus my willpower?
No, plus Jack's willpower.
Okay.
Oh, only 2.
How confident are you in that too? I'm rolling to me, by the way.
I'm sure. Can I make you re-roll 2?
If you'd like to.
I do. Re-roll 2. It's always a good bet.
He had 1 success, which was enough. Your comlink buzzes like something was happening on it, but that's all. So, what were you saying to this person?
Well, I would know that I was attempted. That I was a.
You know your
something
comlink did something you
yeah.
didn't want it to do.
Well, yeah, I will subvocally tell Kenichi someone's hacking us. Check it out, because you know when someone is hacking you, as long as they fail the attempt.
Yeah, I was gonna in the background. Ken can start doing like matrix perception and see what's going on there.
Okay, need you to do matrix perception. You know, I've never dealt with matrix stealth. Or running silent. I assume that you just do a stealth against it, or hide rather.
Your dice pool is only 6.
I'm not doing well right now.
Yeah, you see the normal icons that you saw before, you know, for the different consoles and such.
I really
Can
feel
I
like...
do a matrix? Can I do a matrix perception, see if I see any better?
Yeah, I mean, you were told that you were being hacked, so sure.
Obviously, visual does not apply to a
No, it
matrix
does not. Are you still jumped into Major, or are you back on your feet?
I guess I was on my feet to walk around, so...
Okay, that's what I thought.
Matrix perception's electronics, isn't it?
It's in the rolls. But yeah, it'll ask you what your electronic... it'll ask you if you're specialized or anything.
Electronics plus intuition.
Yep.
It's giving me untrained, no, or some other stuff.
Do you have electronic skill?
I have 1 rank in electronics yet.
Then no. I need to change the wording on that because it's not really making sense. No means you don't have specialization or expertise.
Okay, so just trained is probably a better word, right?
Yeah, it probably should be skilled. So 0 hits. Yeah, you notice a couple of consoles nearby, but nothing untoward.
I'd forgotten that I have this one crack sprite, level 3 crack sprite that I brought in with me. It's been registered. So I'll tell that, I'm not feeling so good. Can you take a look around? Use one of its
Sure.
tasks. Because I'm a little... This is sketchy. Right, okay.
Yeah, you guys are convinced that there's nobody here. I mean, obviously something happened, but maybe that wasn't somebody in your immediate vicinity. Keeping in mind that there's every wall here has wireless blocking paint.
Does a crack sprite really only have 1 die on its matrix perception?
Wait, what?
Should
Yeah,
have
there's a
6 dice.
I rolled off the sheet for the button for it.
Yeah, you
It
would need to
has-
roll off the sprite sheet. I don't know if it works for sprites. I don't think I've ever tested that. Yeah, so
That's what
just
I
roll
rolled
6 dice on the d6 on the sprite sheet.
Well, it's electronics, right?
Right, but they have their level in attribute and skill, so it would be 6 if he's a level 3 sprite.
Should do that.
Still doesn't see anything other than consoles.
Yeah.
The attacker has advantages and rolled high.
But we all know it's this guy back here named Staff, which doesn't look like Staff.
Sure, if that's who you think it is, sure. Are you now fixated on that, or are you going to talk to this medical
guy. I'm
person?
gonna poke this guy. Hey, you.
He says, "My name is Tersh. Can't you read my name tag?"
No, I can't. I don't see it.
What are you doing here? You're obviously not employees here.
So we were hired to come in and kill you.
I'm still alive. You're not doing your job very well.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm giving you this opportunity. If you can tell us, specific information about your employer and who hired you, you stand a better than average chance of making it out of here alive.
I like the way you talk. Better than average chance. Give the GM a moment. Okay, so what are you needing to know?
Mostly like who runs this operation.
I have no idea. I get a certified cred stick every week, and it pays my bills, and then a little bit, and I'm good.
Does your assistant back there know anything?
I mean, you can ask him, but probably not. Most of us here don't really care who we work for because we're getting paid above normal wage, and that's enough for us.
The problem with that is you're about to die, so you need to give me information, or what you're afraid of is going to happen.
I don't have any information to give you. I mean, if you looked at our host, it looks like something from down south in Aztlan. So maybe Aztechnology. I don't know.
Get my friend over here into the host with your credentials.
I mean, I have a wireless key that'll get you into the systems in the big room next door. That's all I got. Just makes it easier for me to get in there.
I will snatch it from him and toss it over to Andriger.
And I will tell you, without any rolls. That if you had had it before, it would have made it easier on Kenichi to get into those hosts. It actually gives him a dice pool bonus to have that.
Oh, is he already in the host?
Yeah, remember our last session? He got in,
Okay, that's
and
what
that
he
was how you guys got what you think is research data.
I only have like surface level though.
Yeah, but you were able to get some data.
Right.
You just didn't control a lot of stuff because there were 3 hosts. There was the main host, which had security, and then there was the research host on each side. So basically, all you had was access to the cameras on each wing through the research host, but like you didn't have control of alarms, locks, stuff like that.
So will this help us get into a different section that would have more information?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by different section. There's just the 2 wings here.
No, I was asking the GM.
Oh, you mean in the host?
Yeah, can it get us into a better host?
No, that's what I was explaining. Is it would have made it easier on Ken last week if he'd had the key then. It's basically plus dice pool. Oh, wait. Huh? Yeah. That's weird. My bio says street shaman. This is not a street shaman.
Do any of y'all have an idea? Because if not, we should get out of here.
Did I put my NPCs in the wrong place?
I mean, we check out every room and free everybody there and ask questions of anyone we free, and we're now questioning this guy, and it doesn't seem like there's any more information to be extracted down here. Is that about the sum of it, Juz?
At least not from this guy. So players ignore that I'm saying this. Anybody watching on the stream, I put the NPCs in the wrong place.
Now we just need to go back and watch the stream and we can know all about the NPCs. Mwahaha.
Won't matter then. So basically, this NPC, Dr. Tersh, is supposed to be the mage NPC from the other wing, and the Technomancer NPC is supposed to be on this side. Which, funny enough, makes me rolling 5 hits on a 9 dice pool for Matrix Hide for a mage amazing.
Obviously, he wanted to be a Technomancer.
Exactly. He's been experimenting on them so long. But yeah, so this guy is he tells you. I mean, he's like, look, I don't want to die. I want to get paid, but it's not worth it. I'll give you this cred stick. Maybe you can track something with that. I don't know. It's not my field. So he gives you a cred stick.
All right, that'll be good. So let's head out. Maybe we should go to the other end and just quickly interview that doctor down there.
Well, you've used about probably 10, 15 minutes playing around here.
15 minutes? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you had to get there, and then you had to convince him.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I
That
feel
was
like we
pretty
should probably be
convincing.
heading.
Felt I was really convincing up front, but all right, let's head out.
Oh, look, there's a there's a pills in the elevator.
You mean Randall Name?
Actually, so you guys didn't even notice it in the rush of refugees leaving, but apparently Randall Name, aka Pills, snuck out after the fighting. May have to have a talk with him about where he disappeared to. I'm moving, Ken. So, you guys are headed out?
How long does the sprite last? Like, will it shoot anyone who comes down later?
If he doesn't release it, yes. Actually, when you leave sight, I believe they fade away. Or, no, they'll continue this task until they expire, which is... are these aren't registered, are they? One is, one isn't. I don't know.
Correct.
I'm sorry?
But the other one.
Are you driving?
Yes, I am driving. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Don't talk to us while you're driving. We're exfiltrating, and it's going to be you'll be able to sneak out in the confusion. So, you guys, I assume you're not going to like run around outside trying to murder guards. You're just trying to get out, right?
Yes, we're making our way out, and in the elevator, Jack would work on everyone's clothing to turn it into, people that would be upstairs if they, and using fashion to patch up any like tears and rips and gunshot wounds.
I mean, at least Ken and yourself are pretty beat up. Well, Kenny is pretty beat up. You're not. Um, so
But anybody that's taken any gunfire or, your clothing gets messed up,
yeah.
put out some man wipes so we can, get the grime off.
All right. Give me whatever you'd like, con or whatever, to see if you can sneak your way out. Um, what skills would Andrigger be using to help you with your exfil?
She doesn't have many skill ranks.
Well, skills
so
or spells or what have you.
I can do shape plastic, shape metal, increase attribute, and blast, and that's my spell range.
Skills? Do you have any kind of person skill or social skill?
I have charisma 5, but she's basically been pretty much isolated for most of her life. She's been the little princess of the castle, so to speak, and not really had much interaction.
Okay, so I'm trying to prompt you for something for a teamwork test, like Jack did
Maybe.
con.
Maybe astral, so that I can see what's going on, or engineering, so that
Okay, so maybe astrally perceiving ahead to see what happens.
yeah,
see
like
what's-
maybe
okay.
even potentially projecting.
So
astrally
give me
projecting.
an astral perception or a sensing roll, whichever. They're the same thing, I think. And Ken, what would you be doing to assist in the exfiltration?
I don't have much in the way of social skills, so it would probably be trying to monitor cameras and give us as much information about where to go to avoid guards, and
So-
also unlocking doors if we need it.
So maybe electronics, or using your complex forms.
Probably more complex ones.
Okay, we'll lean into that. So I'm going to roll that for you because you're driving. And you had 6 hits on 15 dice. So what's that?
Even with my wounds?
Yeah, that was with -2 wounds. That's because, see, when the DM rolls, roll 20 cheats. I am convinced of this.
You actually rolled one dice below a 3 out of 15.
Yeah, there were 2 2s.
To be fair, the average would be
Yeah.
5, so you only rolled 1 above average.
Yeah. Okay, so you had 11 hits, so that's not terrible. You guys get out. You might have got shot at a little bit, but you kept moving. So you exfiltrate, and
Oh, and Kai was out there on Overwatch.
well, Kai may have fallen asleep. We're not sure what happened with Kai, or maybe Kai was distracting them while you were exfiltrating. Maybe Pills was sending guards in the wrong direction. Regardless of how that all played out, you did make it out. So, what are you going to do? You've gotten away from the black site.
Payday, I guess? No, Crash, because I think all 3 of us here could do with some healing, right?
Yeah, you guys were
Yeah.
doing this late at night as well. So.
Yeah, we should probably take a nap.
So why don't you do natural healing for your? You can do 1 natural healing for physical, and I don't know, what is it? Every hour or 2 hours for stun? It's 1 hour, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So you guys should you'll probably be full up on stun because I mean you'd get like 10 hours of 10 of those tests.
Well, do remember that Jack and I are probably going to go down in an hour when the stim patch wears off.
Yeah, so you're headed to the motel to crash.
Yeah, so we probably crash in the vehicle, wake up in the hotel.
So I need the only one that has physical is Ken, right?
I mean, Kenny is pretty shot up.
Yeah, he is. I'll do some rolls for you. Let's see. Reset. You get 1 physical of natural healing.
I would have tried to heal him as well,
Okay, that's fair.
because he is completely natural.
Does
and I
anybody
got-
have biotech to help with the medical care aspect?
As soon as I get enough karma to get that rank in biotech, that's what I'm planning to do with my first 5 karma.
What does anybody else?
No,
Jack?
it doesn't have it.
Okay,
Maybe
so
check Ken's sheet.
Ken does not have biotech.
Okay.
So,
Do we have a med kit? We got a med kit.
I've got a medkit rating 1.
well, that's enough. That's 2 more dice. So Ken got 3 physical back, so he's not dead.
And I healed 4, or I healed 5.
Oh, did you? Okay, so Ken's back to full. And I reset your stun track. So your character's updated for that, Baron. So I'm going to move us back to the landing page, because I don't have a hotel page for you. And why don't you guys do an AAR amongst yourselves while I figure out the rewards? You know, your stars and wishes or whatever, how you could have done things better. Entertain our 3 viewers, who are probably us. If you're not one of the players, say hi in chat.
Remember, I don't have a Twitch account yet, so I can't be on there.
Hey, it's Reverend.
Probably Aaron. Yeah.
That's excellent.
We have a non-player actually watching. Yay!
Reverend's probably
And I
like
can-
me. It's good background noise while he does other stuff. That's what I do when I watch his stream. I watch the stream and I do other stuff like working on the character sheet.
You deckers, you're all alike.
Oh
I can just
no!
imagine.
He said he'll stick around until his brain melts from editing a CMP. So what? About 5 minutes?
I can imagine in 1,000 years' time when this is archived, and the archaeologists will be, carefully screening over every little word we say for cultural references.
You mean the AIs that have taken over?
Okay,
Exactly.
so you had negotiated a total pay of 60,000 new yen. However,
We did better than expected, so she's going to give us a bonus.
negative. When you turn over the data and you tell her your reasoning behind thinking it's as technology, she will inform you that she has it on pretty good information that it is not as technology. Somebody may have just had a thing from pyramids, or they're misdirecting with the host decorations.
I mean, to be fair, it really seemed like something as technology would do.
That was the point.
Yeah. I mean, they are kind of skeevy, so.
Whether
I mean, I like as technology because I always play as technology QC in Ski's games. So you did not gain the data on the owner of the system, and I'll tell you, it's virtually impossible. So you did lose 25,000 new yen there. But you were
25,000 or 2,500?
no 25,000 out of 60,000.
Oh my gosh.
So you're down to 35,000.
Oh, that was a big hit.
But there's only 3 of us, so that's still a lot each, right?
No, we're dividing things somewhat fairly. I mean, you guys can figure that out, but I don't think 0 for people that aren't there for the last session is fair. I do know who was missing on each session, so we can deal with that. That'll be a out of game thing. You also had 2 of the cred sticks. I believe you got a cred stick from each of
Yeah,
the.
we already subdivided that, didn't we? I put that in chat.
Did you?
It's like 50,
Okay.
Yeah, 54 new in each for the people who were there. at
Well,
the time, which
you
was
mugged
fine.
the poor doctor, so that was another 300 new yen. Do you want that added to the total or separate for the 3 of you?
Up to you guys. I'm happy either way.
We split up a cred stick before. How much was it?
You split up 2 of them for a total of 300, and I think I don't know how many of you that were there at the time.
There was 5. I put it in the chat on Chuz, on
Yeah.
Chuz's gaming thing. So we deducted the 30 Newen for you buying the disguises, and that meant 54 Newen each for the 5 people who were present at the time at the start.
I just
It's all
now
in the
saw
chat.
your. Sorry, I thought you were done talking.
No, go for it.
I just saw your message, Ski, from 10 till 9.
Oh,
What was that? After you knocked off the 3 the guards?
no, when they blew out the window, when we blew out the window.
Yeah, that's when I rolled in the other 6 guards.
Okay, I was just making sure.
No, I appreciate it. I was trying to balance it so that it was challenging yet not 100% murder. I think it worked out fairly well. Okay, so do you want that extra 300 cred stick? Do you guys just want 100 each, or do you want to roll that into the grand total? Since only 3 of you were there when it happened, that's up to you guys.
I think we'll go 100 each.
All right, so
Sure.
that's easy enough. So yeah, I mean, you got a lot of karma. That 35k for one run is pretty good. The initial offer of 60k kind of might have been a honeypot. You did recover enough data from the why can't I talk? The mana and the resonance side of the research to earn the rest of the pay. And I'm going to give you a picking up the pieces sheet so you don't have to write all this down.
I mean, it's not very clear, but I can kind of see what's going on Twitch.
Oh, are you watching Twitch?
Well, yeah. I said hi to Aaron.
I didn't know if you were cheating and
Remember.
watching.
No, I don't cheat. I just watch it when it's,
I know.
nothing happening on my screen.
Yeah, no, you guys, you can see my dragons.
Kind of. It's not very clear.
Well, that page right there is all of the NPCs and critters from the CRB that I've built.
I think I've seen that, or
I might have shared it with you.
That's bestiary.
Yeah, that's my bestiary that I've been working on. There, now you guys are on the start menu. There we go.
So AAR, I had a blast playing Jack. That was so much fun going in and just messing with the bad guys.
So let's see. Did you all survive? Yes. What were my dice pulls? I didn't even pay attention to that.
You had like a 16 or an 18 dice pool because of the spider. When Paul
Yeah,
Belushi was
the
trying
host had an 18. But I'm not going to count that because I did nerf it a bit to make it something that was achievable. So it's going to be 6 karma per. And since this is an SRM and you're not going to play this ever again, I'll tell you what my criteria were. By the way, the rewards, other than the monetary reward, are all something I had to figure out. I used Reverend 00's guide for when they make missions as a starting point. But karma and reputation is all my choices. So you had 2 karma for surviving. You got 1 karma per the max dice pool divided by 6 rounded down, so I gave you 2 for that. And then you got 1 for the emergent research data, 1 for the awakened research data. Discovering who the owner of the black site was is virtually impossible. And you could have had 1 karma if you'd done the entire mission without combat. And I don't see that as being really possible unless it's an entire team of faces. Even then. What's that?
Or Deckers.
Well, yeah, but they'd still have to get in because remember that you had the noise creating coatings on everything. Reputation. You freed the technos and the mages. Unfortunately, there was 1 fatality.
Sorry about that.
I did try and heal him at the end, right?
It doesn't matter. It was too late. Combat was not avoided. There were not greater than 2 fatalities, so no negative rep for that. And you guys didn't decide to harm or kill any of the prisoners. So that's not bad. So +1 reputation. I'm going to have to figure out how to apply that properly. I'll have to read those rules again. Heat. Heat modifier. You only had 1 fatality, so that's +1. No explosives were used, so I need to roll me 2d6. 2d6. +1 for the mod. 7, no heat. Lucky you. And you will get 2 favor with Cat. And I'm trying to remember, I believe, didn't you guys tip a contact?
Are you talking about the gas station guy?
Anybody, did you do anything for any of your contacts in the first session? The second session was no contacts used. I don't think you did.
Not in the third session either, no.
And also, you're not sure how, but one of you guys was slipped a note that had a comm code that said, "Call me when you're safe. Thanks for the rescue. I owe you one." And it's signed Shane Agan. And if you'd like to call him to figure out who the heck he is and what he wants, feel free.
Yeah, Jackal called.
Okay, so he looks like... so he looks like you remember him as one of the people you rescued. You're not sure, but you think he may actually be a low-level worker for one of the megas. You only know... I actually my bio is not correct, but you know you rescued him and his wife, and he tells you basically, look, I owe you one. So if you need anything, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Mechanically, basically, he will let you be able to. He acts as a Bilko contact, which I need to look up. Neat.
So
The link worked.
should we put him in our contacts, our socials tab, just like Kat?
Yes, you'll have 1 favor point and you'll have 0 loyalty.
And what are their connections?
It's kind of special. Let me hit enter and look up what a Bilko contact is. Really? That's not helping me at all. Well, my bookmark took me to open up the PDF, but the page that I have listed isn't right. Basically, my intent for him is you will be able to use him to get a piece of gear you normally couldn't. So basically, he'll make it so that you can get something availability 1 higher than you normally could, 1 time each. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Basically, he owes you 1. He's not your friend, you're not his friend, but he does owe you 1, and that's how he'll pay it back. And he introduces you. They introduce themselves as Shane and Ann Agan. Again, I've put these people in a different place. Above the table, these guys, this husband and wife, are your reward for the goal that we reached the other day of 15 followers on the stream. Anne is just there as a gag. Shane is the important one. I don't know where I got that picture from. I think maybe... It says artflow.ai. I don't think I've ever used that, so I must have found it somewhere. Same with Anne. So let me mark these down.
Anyway, I'm definitely gonna be investing. You know, the biotech research she's been doing on her PDA has finally paid off, and she's finally clicked under what level 1 biotech actually represents in her mind.
Excellent. So I'm going to show you the picking up the pieces for your record. I need to. So all three of you were here all 3 sessions, right?
Yes,
yeah,
I have a note of.
Ski and I
was
definitely
with-
were, and I'm pretty sure Baron was. Were you here for all 3 sessions, Baron?
I believe he was.
Yeah, I think so as well.
A half, because this is like a half session for me.
That's true, but you at least showed up. And that's what matters,
You
right?
took the most damage. It counts.
Well, you were here for the important part. The getting shot at part. I feel terrible that I'm doing attendance, but I feel like if you're not here for several sessions, you haven't actually earned all of the rewards. Is that cruel? Is that unusual?
That's fair to me. I mean, put in the work, you get the reward. Ditch the class and you don't.
Oh, and at the end, Jack would trust you guys enough to drop the cosmetic control. He's actually an elf.
Shock horror. I never would have guessed. But no, for Andriga, she probably would be a little surprised, I guess.
And he doesn't talk like a mook. That was just for he was newish team.
Got to protect
You know,
your
everybody-
persona.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I had said previously that missed missions, because normally I'm hoping a mission takes 1 session. A person absent would get 2 karma, but everybody here made at least half of it, so they get 2 or 4 karma. Okay. I'm updating this sheet.
Is there any loyalty or connections for Kat McTavish?
Let me look. She has connections, I believe. Loyalty, you start with 0 like you normally would. Carol has connections 4.
So should we record her as Carol rather than Kat?
No, it's Carol Cat McTavish. You'll learn that much now that she's worked with you. And I'll show you guys the I've shown you the handout. I'm updating it with some more information that you would know. So yeah, I've updated the handout for Kat if you want to look her up under NPC's contacts. There's not a whole lot. I just gave you her name and her connection rating of 4. Actually, I'll give you more. Type would be Fixer or Johnson. And I will never pull it off, but she has a Scottish accent. I think I told you that before.
Can you talk like a Scot then, can you?
I don't do accents because I'm afraid if I actually do pull one off, it'll be offensive to somebody.
Oh, I just lean into that.
Ah, you gotta offend people sometimes. Where's the fun in life if you don't offend people?
Well, I don't want to get canceled.
Oh, yeah, that is the thing here.
Yeah, especially since we're streaming.
Well, I'm of Scottish ancestry, so it's perfectly fine for me to do a crappy Scottish accent.
Yeah, so she's type would be, I'll put it in there, but she's Fixer and Johnson. And she is obviously pleased because you have 2 favor points with her.
Is the rule that you convert 1 favor point to your first level of loyalty, and then it's 2 for the second and 3 for the third, if memory serves? Is that right?
That is correct. Homelander from The Boys, is that what you were saying, Reverend? It just sunk in that that's what you were saying.
Yeah, he does kind of look like it.
I hate that guy. I think you're supposed to, so they've done well, right?
I really liked him in Banshee.
He's evil Superman.
Yeah, he really is. He's Superman if Superman acted human. Also, actually, there is more favor because who was it that interacted with the with Toro?
Jack and
I have notes on that. Jack and Pills. Yes, you guys each get 1 favor with Toro.
I think you gave it to us that game. I'm gonna convert the favor into 1 loyalty, but he doesn't have any connections, you said. Or does
Yeah, connection 1, I think he said, yeah.
I think he's connection 1. Let's see here. Yeah, connection 1.
Alright, I'm all set.
Alrighty, so there. Now it's updated properly. And I'll let the folks know in Discord. The other reward that wasn't that was mentioned but wasn't really harped on is you have a safe house that you can use for meets or for planning. It's not some place that you would want to trust for like living full time, but it's a decent place for planning and meeting, and if you have to lay low for a little bit. And I'll actually show you the map for that just because I made one. I mean, it's your choice if you want to live there and try and knock off some of your lifestyle costs, but it's also your risk.
Ooh, it's very dark.
I was to say I need to move your tokens, right?
I see nothing but black.
I saw a red screen and I wanted painted black.
Yeah, it's a great song, isn't it? It's what I think of every time I see black too.
So there's your safe house. Like I said, if you want to use it as part of your lifestyle, you guys can do that. We'll have to figure out the rules for combined lifestyle if you do. I think they are in Six World Companion.
I still see black.
Do you not have sight?
It's on with
You
droid.
blind son of a gun. You don't have sight. Do you have any reason to have night vision?
Nope.
Okay, your
I mean,
token.
I'm an elf. I'm an elf, but I
Good.
got cyber eyes, and I didn't give myself
Oh.
night vision with cyber
Oh,
eyes.
you didn't get low light or anything with your cyber eyes? Cool.
I'd rather have, magnification and enhanced perception.
So just put some contacts in.
Exactly. That's what I can always do.
Yeah, I love the fact that you can stack eyewear. It's just kind of ridiculous. I've got cyber eyes and contacts and goggles. Oh, and my binoculars and sometimes the scope of my rifle. I have all of the vision.
Oh, and the Tyrannian put the slots in helmets now too.
Yes, there are slots and helmets. All right, so speaking of that, did you buy Hack and Slash Shadowjack?
Oh
You didn't?
no, of course not. I don't kill trees.
Oh yeah, you just do electronic.
Trying to sweet talk somebody into giving me a copy because I know a couple people that have them. PDF wise, but they must have signed some pretty hefty NDAs.
Well, because I am the DM and you are at my table, I can share my PDFs because they can't leave my lobby. Isn't that awesome? I'm pretty sure that that falls under fair use, like sharing it at the table. That's why I'm doing that. And
Yeah.
I have shared them. I also tested to see if I could find a way to get the raw URL for the PDF to steal it, as it were, just to see if it was protected from that. And they seem to have done a pretty good job. They've abstracted the location.
That's good, but you don't have hack and slash.
No, I definitely do not. I'm waiting, like everybody else, for it to become on sale so I can buy my Dead Tree version. So you guys can do what you want with this lovely apartment. I think I did okay with it. The Brazilian guy I was telling you that did assets for Dungeon Draft, he made the sofas. Those are assets he had made. It's a modular sofa set. That was what he made.
Okay.
So I think we're actually short for a change, but I don't have anything else unless you guys have some in-game business you'd like to deal with.
What's buying gonna be like in this?
If it's normally available, like availability 6 and less, you just can buy it. The rest we'll have to figure out because I've only ever dealt with SRM. And I haven't actually bought anything that's above 6 in SRM yet, so I'm not absolutely familiar with the rules. And if it's something really fancy, we may have to role play out some of that, maybe do some favor for some people. Also, I did share with you the handout with the link to the Denver Front Range Free Zone map. Your safe house is on that map as safe house. I will also put the safe house now on the landing page map. And I will tell you that there's a mall nearby, which you would have seen as number 14, Happy Canyon Mall.
Sorry, what nearby? You kind of blurted from that.
I'm sorry, say again?
You basically dropped, and when you said this is something nearby.
Yeah, there's a mall, shopping mall. There's a pawn shop, a shopping mall, Paradise. There's always stuffer shacks. There is Paradise Lane, which is somewhat famous in the Aurora Warrens, which is you're at the edge of the Warrens, I believe. I'll share information on the Aurora Warrens as well. I'm going to say that I'm assuming you guys are going to be down for a few days. Well, I know you are because I'm the one that gives you the missions. So you'll have time to explore a bit, and this is what you can learn. A little bit of reading.
It doesn't look good on dark mode.
No, nothing looks good in dark mode.
Some things actually surprisingly do.
You have to actively set background colors and stuff, but the defaults with using Roll20's handout maker, it doesn't work. But you can highlight it, or you can go to light mode briefly. But Paradise Lane is of particular interest. There's maybe some things that you guys can use in the future. Some points of interest there.
So the fronts and the zombies, they're gangs, I assume, right?
The who?
The fronts and the zombies in the last section about Paradise Lane.
Yes, the fronts and the zombies, yeah.
Are they like a racially aligned gang like the Ancients, or are they just generic? Or
I don't have information on them handy, so I'm going to assume that they're just generic gangers.
cool. My criminal knowledge will be useful. Mwahaha.
Unless I just refuse to look it up if they are in the third parallel book. Of course, I didn't upload third parallel because I have the PDF here local, and I don't want you guys to have access to that. I have to admit, I'm starting to fade a little bit, so I'm glad we're done.
Well, we're only finishing up 19 minutes earlier than we did last time, I think. So.
Last night we went 35 minutes over, and I felt bad, but we were so close to finishing. And then I forgot to tell the players they leveled up, but I assume they realized that. Because in D&D.
Yeah, if you're doing milestone, then
Yeah, I don't feel like tracking XP.
yeah, you probably should tell them because at least tell them before the next session. Otherwise, they'll show up and go.
Oh, I told them in the Discord channel if they actually pay attention to that.
So only half of them will say, "What? You never told us if we leveled."
Well, I also, a day or two before I go, hey, remember to level up. Okay, so exclusively by the fronts, a gang that I'll be covering in more detail later.
And the new queen of the fronts will obviously be Andriga. Got to take over with these gangs and show who's boss.
Did you say you have knowledge of gangs?
Yes, knowledge criminal underworld.
Is that overall or Seattle specific?
That's just you get to pick whatever you want, and I just said criminal underworld.
So I'm going to say it's generic so that you actually have a chance of knowing things. Give me a memory roll. I love that you guys are actually taking the images and putting them on the contacts. Are you seeing this, Reverend, what they've done? When they link the contact in chat, it actually shows an image of the contact. Ski's a Roll20 power user.
It's not that hard to do. You just need to remember your square brackets and your round brackets and use them appropriately.
Yeah, but I always messed up trying it until I started doing all kinds of crazy crap with the sheet. 5 hits? Yeah, you know all kinds of things. So apparently most of the gangs in the Denver area unified under the leadership of the fronts. They're not really. They're not really a organized criminal syndicate. It's more like a feudal system of vassalage. And they do affiliate sometimes with the Vori.
That's the Russian mob, isn't it?
Yes. But it's a huge region, so no one group dominates. So, yeah, they have... I'm just going to give you a bit of a data dump. They have hundreds of members, but they're scattered primarily around the Warrens, the Aurora Warrens, but they've also consolidated most every other gang under their banner. So they've got people all over the place. You don't know enough to know who the leaders are at this point.
Fair enough.
And what was
But
the
I
other?
figure
What was the
we'll
other
probably
one?
encounter the zombies.
I bet they're at the end because Z. Hey, there they are. They are based more out of Aurora, which is nearby because Aurora warns. They're one of the few gangs that haven't been absorbed or destroyed by the fronts. They're a thrill gang with no obvious leadership. Their only directive seems to be to have fun and terrorize everyone. So they're equal opportunity assholes.
So I take it the fronts are more like the lawful evil, and the zombies are more like the chaotic evil. Then
I guess.
devils and demons, and they don't like each other, just like devils and demons don't.
They tend to rock the heroin chic look. They dress in gray and black, and they're into chips, drugs, and extortion.
Cool. I'll try and keep that in mind as we encounter them, assuming we eventually do, being here long enough.
You never know. I wish there was a
don't,
way to
absolutely.
share pieces of the PDF, because there's a lot of cool information. After we're done, I'll share the PDF in the lobby, and you guys can read it if you really care. I really like what they did with this this particular campaign book. I really enjoyed reading through the Kichibi code, but I don't understand the locations that it happens, so it would have been very difficult. Oh, you're on a Discord chat teaching Roll20. Lucky you. That was to Reverend, by the way. So, maybe you can explore Paradise Lane next week, or maybe not. It's up to you guys. Meat Market, Aurora Village Medical Center, those are all places.
Sounds good.
Do you want me to leave you in the apartment, or do you want me to put you back on the main landing page?
Probably better on the landing page since the others don't have tokens on the apartment yet, right?
I mean, I
So
could have
it's-
done that, but yeah. And you'll notice I'll ping you on the main landing page. I'll give it a second to load. Right below number 21 is the safe house.
What number are we up to again? It's like 28 or something?
I'm sorry?
If we were to what would the number be? Would it be like 30 or 29 or something?
I think it would be like 29. I only see up to 27. When I scraped this image out of the PDF, I didn't get the key with it. And you'll see to the southeast of that is Happy Canyon Mall, number 14, and 22 is Paradise Lane, and 26 is the Smoky Hill Marketplace. So, I think we had fun. I think it's time to stop the stream. Reverend, thank you for watching. If somebody else was watching and just wasn't chatting, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the follows. Go ahead.
And thank you for the millions of viewers throughout history that will undoubtedly watch this.
Yes, exactly. And we'll be back next week. See you guys.